Hey guys, in today's video I want to talk about one of the 1v9 carries currently still in the game, which is Venusaur. Still absolutely powerhouse. For the build we have Petal, Giga Drain. For the hate items, Muscle Band, so we can auto-attack a lot during Petal. We will be constantly auto-attacking. We have Body and Focus just to live. And for a better item we run full here, because the only thing that actually kills a Venusaur and stops Venusaur from carrying games is being stunned before you can get your Giga Drain out. So we want to full here when we go into teamfight and maybe get stunned. Let's make sure we get at least one Giga Drain out on our opponents. For early laning phase, Bulbasaur is always a bit weird. You want to just, it doesn't have the best last hitting. Razor Leaf is fine range last hitting. Also, fun fact, the boosted auto attack actually does more damage, so I always try to burst down something with our boosted auto attack if I can. If, you know, right now they go for their Odino, I would try to steal it with Razor Leaf now or something. I'm just seeing it, bam, I get it. Very good for early game laning phase. Our main goal is in laning phase is to get to level 5 and level 7. We want to be level 7 for the Dreadnought fight, because if we have Petal Giga Drain, we can even sometimes win against characters that have their Unite moves, just because we are that strong already. Our laning phase is a bit weak, together with the rides. We don't really have good last hitting. So any last hit we get early on is very, very important. Otherwise, Bulbasaur is very good with someone like Eldegoss, Blissey in lane, or someone that can last hit like Snorlax, or Mr. Mime, you know, something, or Vegeta, something that helps Venusaur get to late game very easily. And for late game, Blissey Eldegoss is absolutely insane for this character to support. Early lane, we just Razor Leaf the beast and just hope we get some. My Rise actually gets the big beast. We actually hit level 5 already, pretty decent into this game. And yeah, Venusaur still, if you want to carry games as a laner, Venusaur is your pick, right? If you want to completely 1v9, this is like the best 1v9 carry that is not a jungler that you can play. Nothing else can really carry as hard games as Venusaur can. The only problem, again, you don't really have good laning phase, which makes it sometimes pretty hard to actually get to the point where you're strong. And your strongest point is level 13. You want to look for that level 13 power spike when you get your Petal Plus, and after that, Venusaur is an absolute beast. But again, sometimes if you get camped in lane or the enemies have a very strong lane, it can be very hard to reach in that point sometimes. But if you can get there, you can just completely carry games. Here, actually, Charmander is currently scoring behind us, but I don't really care much about it. You can see how much I'm auto-attacking, right? That's why Muscle Band is the way to go. Special attack items don't really make much sense, doesn't have the biggest scaling, but in general, like, you do enough damage, you just want to live. Like, you just want to live, so Focus Band and Body Barrier make sure that we live those team fights. And since we run pretty much into our team, we need Body Barrier, right? We run into the enemy team in team fights, we top or Unite, Petal Dance into 5 characters. So, Body Barrier is a pretty much no-brainer on this character as well. Now we are already level 6. It's 30 seconds to go until Dread, so not quite level 7 yet. Hopefully we get another round of Adinos are spawning now, and the Beast-Outs are spawning in 5 seconds. So hopefully we get some of these. Couldn't quite get this one. Actually, no, I think our rights got it, because I did get some experience from it. Let's try our best to just get some of these bees. Obviously, it's kind of a coin flip, because we don't have, again, the best last hitting. Currently, enemies are just 3 bot lane. 6.5, try to steal this. And me and Rights are actually pretty good now, like Curlia. As soon as Curlia gets level 5, this guy is very aggressive. Taking a quick kill, and just running down this guy now. He actually has to blink out. And again, just make sure you always auto-attack. Venusaur's boosted auto-attack is one of the most OP things in the game. Like the stun, the damage it does, and you just want to have it pretty much as you can. Now I'm looking pretty aggressively. Like, as soon as the enemy team walks into me, I want to rock into the enemies with level 7. My team actually finds a kill, so I'm just keeping the Dread now happening. The Cinder Ace just used Unite move, so I'll know she can't steal it, so we just work on the Dread. But I position myself very aggressive, just in case the enemy's team walk forward. I want to be very aggressive, because now you can see already just rocking in. I don't really care much, and I'm going to be very aggressive from this point on. I just full heal one of the stuns there. Not really that important, but yeah, they can't pretty much walk into me now anymore. Just run on the Hooper. Me and Gardevoir now on our power spikes, and laning phase is pretty much over now for them as well. And now it's just time to farm. Farming level 9, farming level 13 is my main goal. So we take everything we can on the map. Have our pocket support over here. And we're almost level 9, almost hitting Venusaur. And you want to make sure you always have Unite move up for team fights. I think in this game I will use my Unite move one time, where I don't think it was necessarily good. But it did get us a lot of kills. And yeah, but you will see that was still an issue. It's probably going to happen anytime soon. Venusaur's Unite move has a decent cooldown. So, but yeah, we seem to be very aggressive now. Very, very aggressive. Just run to my opponents and drop fully again to stop the CC. And after I hit, if the enemies don't have no Unite moves yet, I will just be very, very aggressive. And don't really care. I do almost die. Here's the moment I used the Unite move, because I actually didn't want to die. I was like, oh, am I gonna die or not? But I get 2 kills, and the Ninetales has no chance. As long as my Giga Drain is active on someone, I'm pretty much fine. And here, this was very close. My Eldegoss actually saves me there. Unite moves. I found the Giga Drain as well, and we get another kill in the Cinder Ace. This is actually quite huge. But again, the promise that I won't have my Unite move now for the next team fight most likely, or the next Dreadnought, which can cost us a lot. So in the end, I still think I should have just kept my Unite move there. I kind of was like, if I die there, he's going to get so much experience, since I was 2 level over the, one of the opponents there. So yeah, 20 seconds until Dread, I won't have my Unite move up. But again, Venusaur without Unite move is still quite strong. And as long as you get your Giga Drains out, it's quite fine. So I'm just looking for something here before the fight even starts. I just want to pop some of the Unite moves before the Dread even spawns. But I actually just get dropped by the enemy Hooper. I was actually quite surprised how fast I died there. But yeah, Hooper Unite just a tiny bit too strong. And I get stunned on the edge, almost made it out. Let's choose the Dreadnought of this. Imagine I had Unite move in this team fight, right? Would have been completely different. And this is like one of the mistakes I did this game. And it's always make sure, like, it doesn't matter which character you play. Having good Unite timing is so important. Using your Unite move smart is one of the biggest way to carry games. Now we're back here, we're just going to run them over again as soon as Petal is back up. Also, full heal does work against slow smoke, so if you're stuck in a slow smoke, you can also full heal. Because one of the things that will slow you down. Besides that, in this game, we just probably look to either cleanse a Ninetales or a Hooper stun. We're just running them over again. Don't really care in the world. We don't care about flux zones, and this guy's actually walking up again. Auto-take him a billion times, Giga Drain him. And it's not respecting it. It's not respecting me at all. Auto-taking. And I don't respect them either. So now we're trying to score 45. Actually, Ninetales does get here in time. And now it's just no need to be greedy. I full heal her CC. I'm just gonna run him. I'm like, okay, sure, I tried, right? I did have my full heal. If I hit a Giga Drain, I can run away. Just looking for something. Now we see my team fighting top lane. But I still want to be level 13 or 14 for Zapdos. So I see both buffs up. Rotom is really not that important right now. Like, this Rotom is not going to do anything. If your kid's out tier 1 goal, whatever, it's not going to go into their second base most likely. So trying to get level 13 is so much more important than anything else. And even level 14 and 15 again. Those stats you get from getting 14 and 15 are so huge for the late game team fight. It's just what matters. But now I'm still fighting. I'm like, maybe I can flank quite far away from 14. So I was actually just looking for a fight. And yeah, I just Petal Dance into the canoes, find a nice Giga Drain, get one more kill. But now, this was just very, very a bit too aggressive. You have to really watch out for Cinder Aces. Cinder Ace is one of those characters that can actually just mate you down. And yeah, sometimes I also tunnel vision a lot on this character because I just limit test, right? I limit test a lot on this to find out how much I can do on Venusaur. Because sometimes you just get away with a lot, sometimes you don't get away with a lot. There I wanted a bit too much, was a bit too, hype from things I got earlier away with. And this time we got punished for it. I still see Dread up now on bot lane, but it's not going to really die. So I'm just going to farm these Corp Fishes. I'm going to check if these bees are up, because these bees will be level 14 for me. So Dread despawns in 15 seconds, so I don't really care about starting it at all. It's just too late. Doesn't really make sense. Try to get the big bee, I sadly did not. We see the enemy team is on there, but it doesn't really matter. Again, 4 seconds despawn. We see the Hooper Unite dropping here, so I instantly tell my team to retreat, and hopefully we don't use any Unite moves as an exchange. Get the crab for almost 14. Now we just defend bottom goal a bit, slowly. I actually full heal something there, because I wanted to go on the Snorlax. I full healed the Hooper Unite stun, which probably I didn't have to. And I'm actually dropping quite low. I don't even know what damaged me there necessarily. Probably just random Hooper damage as well. We do find 2 kills. We see Ninetales drop the Unite move, which means I now know that I can run down Ninetales in a late game team fight, late on team fight. I always, as Venusaur, make sure you track down characters who have no Unite moves, because they're just easy prey, pretty much. We see the Charizard going very deep, just auto-take him. And now I see the, Ninetales has no Unite move, so what do? I run Ninetales down, hit another Giga Drain, auto-take, get the kill, another Giga Drain. Again, Petal Dance, maybe I should have mentioned that, Petal Dance reduces Giga Drain cooldown for every target it hits. That's why you can pet a Giga Drain this often, and this way this combo is still absolutely insane. And you can see how much I'm still full HP again. Now we turn our attention towards Zapdos, but I'm not going to really finish it. I don't want to flip it. I just want to bait my opponents in. And Charizard does have Unite move here, but as long as I hit a Giga Drain, I should be totally fine. Also getting Cotton Guns from Eldegoss, and you just see, I just don't really die at all. I'm still back at full HP again. Just making sure this guy dies and doesn't steal Zap. And now it's only the Ninetales left, which actually could have almost gotten it, because we got stunned by Zapdos in the last second. But yeah, quite close. Now there's Surrender Vote. And compared, there's also Solar Beam, right? But this is just the build. Like, if you want to 1v9 games, Petal Dance does that. Solar Beam actually requires a team. You're a poor character, you don't really finish anything off. If you don't have a team, characters will just live, and poke characters just don't really carry games unless their damage is absolutely insane. So yeah, much more team reliant, and this is just not as team reliant. You find yourself a lot in like 1v3, 1v4 scenarios that you can actually win, or carry these 1 or 2 characters in. Here we end the game on 106k damage, not too bad. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and don't forget, like, yeah, Venusaur is still one of the best characters in the game. Hasn't been forgotten, hopefully. I don't see as much Venusaur sometimes anymore, but yeah, this character is absolutely crazy. And I would appreciate it if you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Alright, see you in the next one. Bye!